All right. Good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbergen, coming to you live from my kitchen table because we got a special thing going on today. Check it out. So the lunar soil has arrived. So later in the broadcast, we're going to open this up. I'm going to kind of talk about what my plans are, give you an insight into science. So yeah, that's the plan. But I didn't want to do it outside because I didn't have a table outside. So here we are. So what's going on with you all? Let's see, today is Wednesday, halfway through the week. Always a good time. I'm doing a live podcast tonight, 9:30. I need to get the link yet. I've been doing so many podcasts lately that I'm losing track. But that could be interesting. Kind of live without a net. Not like I don't do that every day. All right, so we are getting no comments and no viewers. So be it. Either the Facebook and so forth is glitching out again, or everyone is just really silent. But I can't see anyone if there's anyone there. So we're going to go to plan B here and just see on the phone if, oh, you know what? The iPad works even better. Where'd my iPad go? My iPad is sitting on the coffee maker. All right, there you got a good view. Okay, so we got YouTube, but for whatever reason, Facebook is not showing up again. So let me just see if I can find us on Facebook, shall I? Or maybe Facebook is being a jerk. I don't know. It could be either. But hey, good morning, Charles and Euphonious Man. Let us see. Okay. Ooh, and I feel a sneeze building. All right. No, so, is it not live? I don't know. Oh, yep. Okay, it's live. Interesting. Kind of live. Is it not live? Okay, so here, yep, we're getting. All right. Hey, we're getting lots of people on Facebook. Okay, for whatever reason, I can't see your comments, but I got it here. Hey, Kiri, here, Constance. Hey, Jen. April, good morning. All right. Hey, Kimberly. Okay, so like I said, so I can see you. I can see the Facebook people here. I can't see them here, so I don't know if StreamYard changed something or if Facebook changed something or what. And it's weird because there's like a delay. So my screen here, I see myself in real time, and on here I see the 4-second delay or whatever that they put in. It's a little freaky. It's like me in the past. Wow. I looked young back then. Anyway, so yes, it's another random morning. Hey, Denver. Hey, Evie. Hey, Tammy. Okay, so for whatever reason, they're live on Facebook, but not here. So I'm just going to have to wing it. I have to admit that this morning, because I am going to, unwrap the package, I was thinking it would be a little harder to say good morning to everyone. So I will do my best because I love you and I want you to realize that, yes, I am paying attention and I'm happy that you're here. But sometimes it's not always easy. Hey, Doug, good morning. Hey, Nicole, good morning. So, Laura Smargasio. Are you new here? I don't recognize your name. But if so, welcome. If you aren't new, then I really need to take the brain pill, which is actually sitting way over there. Ooh, poor planning on my part this morning. Oh well. The irony of that statement is that it's rarely that I plan things. I just kind of get a rough idea in my mind and adjust on the nanosecond as we go along. Which, for people who do a lot of planning, say like Mrs. Weather, sometimes that can be somewhat frustrating. because she likes to have things planned out well in advance with very detailed directions and instructions and plans like that. So, yeah. But we've made it work for 20 some years now. So be it. Fuel. Hey, good morning, Carlisle. Carlisle? John Mark, hello. So, yeah, I told certain people yesterday that I would not open the moon soil until at least 7:40. So we're just gonna play around and goof around like we normally do until then. And hopefully you're not looking at my kitchen and judging me. Like I said, this is the house of a mad scientist who has dozens of projects going at all times. So there's lots of what looks like clutter is actually science. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I like that. I need to write that one down. What looks like clutter is actually science. Yep. Hey, Evie. Didn't you took your mom to medical thing yesterday? How's she doing? Hey, Jonah. Hey, Jean. Let's see. Can I scroll back? Nope. Oh, wait. I can scroll back. Oh, did I miss anyone? Let's see. Nope. Okay. Hey, Amanda. Yep. I can't wait to see it either. It's very heavy. It's very heavy. What was it? Several pounds worth. So the warning that they sent out before it arrived was that it is very dusty, very small particles, and they actually recommended having a mask on when doing science with it. But so we're not actually going to open the inner package with the actual lunar soil. I don't know if you can call it soil. To me, soil. Okay, so definition time with Merriweather. So to me, soil indicates a living colony, a living thing where it has the inorganic matter, but it also has the organic matter and the microbes and all this, and soil. It will grow things readily and easily, as opposed to just dirt, which has been sterilized and lacking in any organic matter, all that sort of thing. So this is probably lunar dirt as opposed to lunar soil. The goal is to turn it into soil, and I got some plans for that. I tried to get some clarifications on the rules. They said the plants had to be started from seeds, and the plants I'm going to be using will be started from tubers. And I asked, is that okay? And they never heard back, so I'm assuming silence is permission, which has never gone badly for me in the past. Oh man, John Mark, you're going bay fishing this weekend? Is that like a Father's Day gift type thing? I'm not sure what's happening for Father's Day, because Younger Weather and Mrs. Weather will be in New York City on Father's Day, and I will be here with Mini Weather. So I don't know. Maybe we'll go up. Ooh. I had an idea. Maybe she and I will go to one of those Brazilian steakhouses. Yeah, there's an idea. Yeah, because the Mrs. Weather and Younger Weather aren't really into big pieces of meat. Mini Weather, on the other hand, appreciates a large chunk of beef or other animals. So maybe that's what we got to do. Hey, Nina. Good morning. Hey, Jonathan. Just to let you know that up here, I can only see people on YouTube. And so I got my iPad going also so I can see the Facebookians. Facebookians? I think that's the correct term. Ooh, okay. Go Chama if that's your plan. Better food. Go Chama. Chama? I'll have to check that out. Though it's kind of surprising. I was talking with Younger Weather yesterday. I had to pick her up from dance, And she and her friends have really started enjoying this one Korean barbecue place where, they just have all this meat laid out, thin sliced meat, and at your table you have a grill and you grill the meat yourself. And normally she's not big into large amounts of meat, but she and her ballerina buddies are digging this place. So maybe the Korean barbecue too is another possibility. I don't know. Oh. Okay, Michelle, have any tribe members eaten green devil's claw pods? I have access to a large quantity that are about to get dug up. Best method to prep, I hear they are an acquired taste. Okay, Michelle, so think of them as little okra, and you want to get them when they're younger and tender, not bigger and about ready to pop. And there's a perennial form that just keeps growing year after year after year, and there is an annual form that goes from seed to small bush in one season and repeats. And one tastes pretty good, the other tastes acquired taste, sort of thing, as you said. And I can't off the top of my head remember which is which. I believe it is the annual that has the better flavor. But again, treat them like little okra pods. So steam them, boil them, deep fry them, dice them up and throw them in gumbo, things like that. But you want to get them when they're small. Debbie Van I can't say your name, Debbie, but again, it's like a new person here. So greetings and salutations to the donut shop at the beginning of the world. It looks like we have a number of new people here, which is always awesome. So just a recap of the purpose of the donut shop at the beginning of the world. A, it's to feed my ego. B, it is a time of social bonding and helping people feel like they are part of something during a time when we have been forced apart. And so it is here for the mental benefits of being part of a tribe. So there is lots of plant talk. There's lots of other talk about many, many, many other things. Like I said, it's a bunch of people sitting around a donut shop table, and whatever free-form conversation appears is what you get. And like I said, normally I can see everyone's comments up here too, but for some whatever reason, the Facebook is being annoying. And so I have to have the other device here to see what's going on. But anyway, good morning, Debbie. Welcome to the donut shop. Grab some coffee. You gotta supply your own coffee. Gotta supply your own donuts. And I'll try and catch questions and comments here, and we'll go from there. Hey, Carol. Good morning. Yep. Let me see if, oh yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, Carol is saying, good morning, happy you have a project like you need more stuff to do. Yeah. Oh, so just, I don't know, side note, this Monday I'm making a run up to Austin to deliver to the amazing Mrs. Barnes, who is doing the food photography for the revamped book, a bunch of different plants. So I'm pretty excited about that. So it'll be a run up and run back sort of thing. Hey, Kimberly, nope, it's still in the package. I'm going to open it up at 7:40. And those of you who are wondering, this is moon soil. Well, okay, it's synthetic moon soil from the Etholithic Labs in Florida, part of NASA, sent out as a Plant the Moon challenge. So this summer they have said, hey, if you want to see if you can grow some crops on the moon, we'll give you the soil, and you just got to tell us exactly what you've done, and we'll see what happens with your plants. And that way NASA has a whole bunch of more junior scientists working on feeding the astronauts on the moon than they could do themselves. So yeah, when I saw they were doing that, it's like, oh hell yeah, I need to do part of that. So it wasn't cheap, but science. Hey, Mom, Dad's here. Hey, okay. Good morning, tribe. Hot, dry, sunny day. We are in a big drought. Send rain. Yeah, I saw that. The drought numbers for pretty much everywhere but right around Houston, all across the rest of the country, are pretty terrifying. So between the inflation causing food prices to go up, and now the drought causing problems with corn and beef and everything else, ooh boy, it's going to be a tight year. Hey Ginger, good morning. Another new person. Aren't you? Are you new, Ginger? Nelson Meglason? If so, welcome. Everyone give these people a warm welcome so they keep coming back. All right, let's see. Jonah Chama Gaucha, not Fogo de Chao. So you recommend for going on Father's Day for just endless meat to a Chama Gaucha. Cool. Let's see, what happens if I... Yeah, okay, so Diane is saying maybe they only want seeds due to limited space on the spacecraft. I believe that's part of it. The seeds take up less space than tubers, and so they definitely want less space. Also, the surface of seeds, it's easier to sterilize than the surface of tubers. So one of the issues in space is you have a limited environment exposed to a fair amount of radiation. And the end result is bacteria thrive in it because it's really, it's designed for the ideal human temperature and comfort and all that sort of thing. Which also means a lot of the bacteria that we evolved with, and a lot of bacteria in general, also like those conditions. And so they try and sterilize things as much as possible before sending them up to the space station and so forth, so they don't get, algae growing in the equipment. So, yep. So I think the using the tubers probably isn't something they're gonna like, but so be it. I got some onion seeds from the wild onions, and I was thinking of using those, but I don't think they will germinate in time, so we'll see. Whereas the wild violets are pretty much a year-round sort of plant. The wild onions are kind of seasonal and need certain triggers and so forth. So I'm going to go with the tubers and let NASA spank my wrists. Evie, my farkleberries are growing good. How long does it take to see berries? Farkleberry! For you, those of you that are new here, whenever anyone says farkleberry, we drink. Also, if anyone says poop, we drink. So the berries should start to show up soon, like in the next few weeks, and then they'll be ripe though, later in October or so. Hey Tina, hey John. I said I'm having technical difficulties, so I have to see the comments down on my iPad here while I'm broadcasting up there. Hey, Julie's here. Good morning, Julie. Doing the treadmill, working out, getting healthy. Let's see, John. Dr. Merriweather, what brand of coffee do you drink to help retain the vast knowledge of health, life, bugs, and agriculture in your amazing brain? Or is it the beard that does the job? It's the beard. The beard is antennas reaching out into the very ether of the universe, sucking in all the knowledge and feeding it up through the nose, which is kind of painful, into the brain. But as far as coffee goes, currently I'm drinking... Yeah, we're drinking the Walmart stuff. I don't spend a lot of money on coffee. So, it's just a caffeine delivery system more than anything else. Ooh, what time is it? Okay, 7:37. For birthdays and Father's Day and Christmas and things like that, my standing request is generally get me good coffee, get me exciting coffee, get me interesting coffee. And I will enjoy that, but I will not spend the money on myself for quality coffee because I don't have refined taste buds. I don't need the good stuff to be happy. Hey, Alan. Good morning. Oh, Tina says farkleberries. And yes, there is such a thing as that plant. Go to foragingtexas.com and check out, scroll down left-hand side, and alphabetical order, you will see it. Oh man, Kim, all right. Let's see. I'm still. And Kimberly, have you had a chance to see how long you should be off juniper berries? Also, do you have to stop eating them after 6 weeks if you don't eat them every day? I still haven't had a chance. I have been running nonstop. I need to make notes of doing that today. Jen, yes, I did get our air conditioner fixed just in time for the hot weather, and just in time to be told to turn it off. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? Good morning, Elizabeth Ponce. And Nancy, hello, Nancy. Kelly, good morning. Hey, Henry. All right, 7:39. We are almost to the opening of the moon. Like I said, here in my hand is synthetic lunar soil for the Plant the Moon Challenge, where the NASA has asked people to say, hey, we will sell you at an extremely high cost synthetic lunar soil, and then we want you to plant stuff in it and report back what you planted and how it grew and things like that. Hey, good morning, Mariah. So I guess it is 7:40. So like I said, just hiding my address there. I'm at the Exolith Lab in Winter Park, Florida. Shall we open it? Let's open it. Oh, I guess, there's like one of those tear things here. Where's the fun in that? So, do-do-do. Do-do-do. Trying not to. Ooh! All right. And what we have is a bag. All right. And, oh, wow. Oh, they know me. They know me so well. Okay. So. Oh, boy. Oh, let me see. Wait a minute. This is Mars. I wanted the moon, not Mars. Apparently, I'm part of the Plant the Mars challenge. Okay, Mars is cool. Mars, really neat, really neat. But what bothers me is the whole. There were two choices. There was Moon and Mars. And so, let's face it, I don't have a great, opinion of the powers that be and the government and all that sort of thing. And, it's like you had one job, send the moon, you sent Mars. Frustrating. I will go with it. I'm really annoyed by that. Yeah. So apparently, welcome to the Plant the Mars challenge. So we'll see what happens. This is interesting. Oh. Okay. So one of the things I need you to track is the pH. And if you see this package, the pH paper, it's all in Chinese. Very interesting. So we have Chinese pH paper. The one cool thing that they did is they did send me a sticker. So, the big thing nowadays is stickers. And so I did get a Plant the Moon sticker. And, of course, a business card. I'm a little underwhelmed here. I'm a little I'm a little frustrated here because, like I said, I felt the moon would have a greater need, but apparently I'm going to Mars. So I am definitely going to fire off a a annoyed letter to the people in charge and saying, hey, you had one job. But hey, paying $160 for a sticker, all right, cool. Yeah, it's like the Mars probe that smashed into the surface of Mars because half the engineers were using metric measurements and half were using English measurements, and then everything just went kaboof. So I know I shouldn't be this annoyed, but when you're thinking moon, and then they screw up and send you Mars. And Mars is cool. If I, and at the beginning there, I was kind of debating, do I want to do moon, Mars? But then some of the other NASA people that I work with are involved in the planting the moon sort of thing. So I said, yeah, I'll hang with them. My buddies there, and apparently I'm going to Mars. Oh, okay, so Doug is saying here, are you going to follow the Mark Watney planting method? So Mark Watney was in the book and movie The Martian, who got stranded on Mars and proceeded to try and grow potatoes, and was fairly successful at growing potatoes by combining the feces of himself and his fellow astronauts with the lunar soil. And actually, yes, Mark, in the rules of the thing, you can add up to 50% of something else to the soil to improve its ability to grow stuff, because no more than 50% though. And my plan was to use some manure. So you can get the $3 bag of 20 pounds of cow manure from Lowe's and not H-E-B, Home Depot and things like that. And so, yeah, I was going to use the cow manure to blend in at different, 50%, 25%, and 5% with the soil by weight. And so and see which one works. And then also, so let me just show you. Whoa, gravity. So I got this pot system here. Open sesame. Brute force for the wind. Kind of looks like the moon. So on this, I was going to have certain lunar mixes and also just regular soil, so I can compare, the wild violet. I was going to snip off all the leaves and the roots, just plant the tuber, and different combinations of lunar soil and compost versus just in regular potting soil. And see, like if the potting soil grows and the lunar soil doesn't grow, well then I know, okay, wild violets are not the thing to use. But we're going to say, so it'll be sitting on the windowsill, and then every day I can rotate it. The plan is to rotate it 2 things, and so I can, kind of even out the sunlight that's coming down on it. So I thought that was pretty sciencey. And then of course you have to record the water, how much water you put in. So I got some of my old chemistry glassware. And I got to sneeze because, wow, okay. I think there's actually Martian dust on the outside of that bag. Oh, well. Yep, I see the Mars and the Mars sees me. Nope, just doesn't sound the same. You're right, Dina. Oh, well. It is what it is. I actually, at this point, I don't want them to send me moon soil in replacement because I don't have the time to do both. But Kimberly, it is the Ferry-Morris 7-pot seed starter. I found it at Walmart a few days ago, and it seemed like a good thing there. So, like I said, it kind of looked like the moon, and it kind of looked science-y and spacey and stuff like that. Okay, Jonathan, what if Doc Merriweather was to cameo on famous survivalist TV show? Who would want to see him survive with on TV? For my money, it would be Cody London and the Barefoot One suing Discovery Channel. Yep, I've actually hung out with Cody for a while. Cody and Michael Hawk, I've hung out with him, and I were speakers for the Popular Mechanics home preparedness conferences. And so he and Michael and Cody and I would all give talks, and they talked about general survival, and I talked about more urban type stuff because I do that too. But yeah, Cody is an awesome dude. Michael I like him much better in person than I do on his shows. He seemed a lot more sincere and real in person. Michael Hawk. He's what, Man versus Wild and some of those. Was that him? Yeah. But anyway, don't forget Les Stroud. Les Stroud. I would like to hang out with Les Stroud or Cody, either of them. I have not met Les Stroud. Don't know if you know Survivor Man, Les Stroud. He is also a musician, and he was actually supposed to come to Houston at the beginning of the COVID apocalypse for a night of songs and discussions. And I had got my tickets and everything, was going to go there. Then it got canceled. So, anyway. Hey, Jill, good morning. I keep looking at the Mars dust and going, Mars, I wanted the moon. But so be it. First world problems. Oh, you wanted, the moon and you got Mars. Well, gee, what a terrible thing. Oh, stop. So, make do. Readjust. Go to Mars. At least I'm getting off this planet. Wow, there is actually dust all over here. Is this bag leaking? I think that bag will have to be put in a coffee can for safety. All right. Oh, yeah, the Manhunter show. I've seen that. So, and good morning, Canadian. The Manhunter is where I would want to be one of the ones that tries to evade being caught. Ooh, okay, yeah. Carrie, when you write your I'm annoyed letter, ask for the chemical makeup of the two soils. What is the difference between the two? Generally, the mineral content. The one thing I'm very curious. So on the on the Mars soil, if I remember correctly, there are a lot of perchlorates, which are highly reactive, somewhat dangerous, somewhat cancerific type compounds that the lunar soil does not have for some reason. And so I need to look into that. But there's a warning. Let's see. Let's read the package, shall we? MGS-1 Mars Global Simulant. Danger. May cause cancer by inhalation. Causes damage to lungs through prolonged or repeated exposure by inhalation. Obtain special instructions before use. Do not handle until all safety precautions have been read and understood. Use personal protective equipment as required. Do not breathe dust, fume, gas, mist, vapor, spray. Wash face, hands, and any exposed skin thoroughly after handling. Do not eat, drink, smoke when using this product. Store locked up. If exposed or concerned, get medical advice attention. Dispose of contents containers and an approved waste disposal plant. University of Florida, Office of Research and Commercialization. Orlando, Florida. Emergency number CSDS for further information, but they did not include the SDS. I need to look that up online. All right. Okay, so Nicole, did they give you lighting requirements? No, that is part of the contest. You have to track the light you give it to. So a lot of people are using grow lights. I didn't, after spending the money on the soil, and thank you the people who donated to help, because that did help reduce my costs some. And I will get a name on them. You will be included in the report, the final report. But yeah, the lighting is one of those things that is a variable under the control of the person. And I guess with the lunar, even with the lunar, it could. My plan is just to use sunlight, at least the first time. If the things don't grow, then maybe I'll go out and spend the money on some grow lights or something like that. So, anyway. I do know the lunar soil had a very similar warning. They said, do not breathe and all that sort of thing. So I'm just going to hold my breath while working with this. I still got some masks. Oh, hey, Kelsey, good morning, tribe. Feeling better today? Fever broke last night. Going to go back to work today. That is good. Hey, John Kelly, good morning. Another new person. So, yeah, just to recap, the plant the moon has suddenly converted into plant Mars. So I was sent the wrong soil. Oh, well. So I guess we're going to Mars, tribe. I'll have to tell Chirpy. Chirpy was pretty excited about the moon. All right, hold on one second. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to go sideways. It's time for the group take. Yay! Group take, group take. And again, for those of you new here, this is the time of the show at the end here when we all take our daily health supplements because a lot of us are getting a little older and need a little help. And so Medicine Man Plantco to the rescue. I'm just going to switch this around. So the liver pill with burdock root and milk thistle and flaxseed to help improve the functioning and overall health of the liver. The brain pill with lion's mane and ginkgo leaf and sage for attention, memory, increased neural connections, all that good stuff. And it smells really good. The brain pill. The immune pill for maintaining both the innate and active parts or selective parts of your immune system. That's elderberry, echinacea, cordyceps mushroom, self-heal, and a little bit of vitamin C. The libido pill, which, as I've mentioned, I'm not allowed to be taking right now. Not for medical reasons. The wife kind of got annoyed. All right. The blood pressure pill. My blood pressure is good, so I don't need that. The serenity pill. I've weaponized my mental stress, so I'm not using that. But for those of you who have some anxiety issues and things like that, give it a try. The uric acid. So if you got uric acid building up in your joints, this is going to help clean it out. Oh. And coming out very soon, the kidney stone breaker pill. And even though I never have suffered from kidney stones, it has some other stuff for overall kidney health, which is important. All right. Hey, Kimberlyn, good morning. Today and tomorrow are financial meeting days. May the odds ever be in my favor. We salute you, War Chief. You got this. Like I said, walk in with your big wooden Hawaiian spoon strapped to your back, and they are not going to mess with you. Hey, good morning, Laura. Oh, I already said good morning to Laura. I'm seeing you. I think it'd be fun to see Cody and Les Stroud together. I think one of the things, Cody really does go barefoot everywhere. We walked across the parking lot of the Astrodome together, and it was like June, and the asphalt had to be 140 degrees, and it had no effect whatsoever on his bare feet. I said, I got to see your feet, man. He showed me. Apparently, a lot of people want to see the underside of his feet. And I can only imagine his feet look like what Hobbit's feet look like, because it was just dark and thick and one giant callus across the whole surface. Hey, good morning, Kathleen. So, yeah. All right, 7:58. Just a few more minutes here. He is a very tall hobbit. He's like me. He is two hobbits joined together. So, just a really cool dude. Really funny, very straightforward. Doesn't he tells it like it is. He doesn't sugarcoat things. During his presentation, and okay, he was kind of joking, but there was a lot of truth to it. And as he said, if you're in a long-term survival situation, the first thing you do is shoot all the teenage boys because they are going to devour all your food like locusts. Now, of course, you don't shoot all the teenage boys, but he said, if you got teenage boys, you need to like really overestimate the calories you think you're going to need because they're at that stage where they are going to devour everything in sight, and so you need to be ready to feed them. Second breakfast. All right, so one last recap. Like I said, the Plant the Moon challenge has turned into the Plant the Mars challenge. So I guess I'm going to be hanging out with Elon Musk here or something like that. I don't know. A little annoyed. Like I said, it's not first world problems. Oh, you got Mars instead of the moon, but it's the overall inefficiencies of the government that bothers me in this case. So, what are you going to do? Except write a nasty letter. All right. More coffee. But yeah, when I opened the package and I looked in, I said, that looks awfully red. And it was awfully red because it's not the moon. Ooh, Dina, could you try growing some in moonlight? I don't think there would be enough energy from the moon to grow stuff for the most part. It really needs the sun. Hey, Kimberlyn, catching the apple. If you're going to toss me an apple, I'm going to eat the apple. So keep that in mind if you throw apples at me. Unless it's a rotted apple. In which case, I'll put it in the compost and eat it indirectly. Whew. All right. Okay, it is 8 o'clock. Lots going on as usual. So thank you all for hanging out with me this morning. Hopefully you enjoyed the thing. For you newcomers, if you come back, normally I do this outside in the backyard. Like I said, today I needed a table to do my stuff, and so there's that. But normally we're outside with the birds and the planes and the clouds and the mosquitoes and all that sort of thing. But the overall show is a lot like this, but with a little more human interaction rather than me actually talking and showing and telling. All right. At this point, Mom, Dad, love you. Tribe, love you. I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place. So until then, have a great Wednesday, hump day, and hang in there. All right. End broadcast.